So in these series of interviews, I'm delighted to welcome Andy Donnachie from CPD Group as our first Meet the Member. So Andy, welcome today.
How are you doing, Simon? Nice to be here. Thanks very much for inviting us along.
Yeah, really good actually. Thanks for coming along as well and talking to us a little bit about what the CPD Group is. So do you want to tell us a little bit of background to who you are and what you do and what you do, basically?
Absolutely. We are the CPD Group. We are a CPD accreditation service. So we accredit all things CPD, whether that's training courses, podcasts like this, anything that shares information all the way through to articles, that people have put out that have educational value. We class that as an editorial, and we provide accreditation services for training providers, CPD providers who are out there and, giving them the mechanism to provide CPD credits to their learners, to their delegates, to whoever's, they're supplying their training to.
Yeah, fantastic. And for anybody who doesn't really understand CPD, do you want to go into a little bit more in depth about it? Because some people just don't get it, do they?
Yeah, that's very true. There's a lot of people out there that still don't understand what CPD even stands for, let alone what it is. So CPD stands for Continuing Professional Development. So it's about, once you've got your formal education, every bit of training that you do to keep up to date within your industry, to, any changes that might have happened in that industry or legislation changes or anything like that, and you sit on training to keep yourself up to date, that's CPD. So any events that you go to as well, industry related, it might be that you go to a massive networking event like yourselves put on, things like that, where you had the business minister in recently. Things like that are educational. People are going there to help push their knowledge in their particular industries, to help them understand things a little bit better. It's all CPD. Okay, so we recognize all of those things and provide CPD accreditation for that.
And the sort of people that you're actually working with, sort of clients that you're working with, do you want to go into a bit more in depth in that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the main people that we work with are those people that deliver CPD training. They're a big part of our network. So they're training providers. We have a lot of people that put on CPD events around the country, well, around the world, to be quite honest. So, anything that they do that gives out information, all these different kinds of organizations, we work with all of them. It's such a wide range, to be honest, because CPD crosses so many boundaries.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm glad you mentioned the world as well, because you are a global company.
Absolutely. We're international, yeah. And we're very proud to do so. We have an office over in Dubai as well. So, we like to keep everything that we do is on an international level, so we don't just do one size fits all for the UK. Everything we do is international based, so everything that we put out there is designed to fit all the needs of everybody across the world.
So you're based in Northamptonshire, very much in the heart of Northamptonshire as well. And how long have you guys been there?
We've been in Rothwell now, so a little town, near Kettering here in Northamptonshire. So we've been there for, I'd say about 3 years now. We've based ourselves in the Manor House in the centre of Rothwell. So, we like to keep things local. We are, Northamptonshire business, and we're very proud to be so.
Yeah, fantastic. And until we met you, we didn't really know about you. So it's fantastic to have you guys, on the doorstep here, a global company that's actually, making so much difference and change across the world with some of the clients you're actually working with. And, we're delighted that we've hooked up with you guys as well to be able to offer what we offer. And we can accredit the networking and the events. And you touched on the Small Business Minister meeting that we held in March. And that was fantastic because obviously that brought businesses together to hear from the minister. And everyone there had a QR code they could scan so they could actually download the certificate themselves. So do you want to go into a little bit more in-depth into how all that works?
Yeah, absolutely. That's our events accreditation. So again, those types of events that have learning, sharing information, it's all CPD. People don't generally go to these events for the good of their health. They go because they want to learn to help them progress in their business. So we see that as CPD, simple as that. So we provide different event providers with QR code mechanism that they can simply display at their event. We'll build a certificate template for you with your accreditation attached so that when your delegates scan that QR code, they can download a digital certificate all for free, to represent the fact that they've been to the event, and they can use that as evidence of their ongoing CPD to their professional body or employer, whoever needs to see it, to be honest.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the feedback we got on the day was very positive. There was QR codes, as I said, all over the table so people could make it quite easy for them. Some of the events that we organise as well, we've always got the QR code at the end that's got the CPD branding and the badge that we've got accredited on the bottom of our website that's there as well. So people can actually see it. And it makes it easy for people as well, because we know what people are like when they say they're going to do these things. They need it easy, don't they? And you guys make it really easy.
Well, that's it. You know, it is about making life easy for people. You're absolutely right. You know, some people find it a bit of a chore to go through these things. So that's why we designed the mechanism and the way we have through the QR codes. It's to eliminate, you know, for people like yourselves as well, putting on the event. It's the administration's all gone. You know, so you don't need to produce the certificates to send them out to delegates and emails or expensive paper. You know, saving the trees is one of the things that we're very keen on. Environmental, keeping things sustainable. You know, so trying to get paperless is essential. So providing these opportunities digitally for everybody at the scan on their phone, you know, nice and simple, keeps things really fresh for everyone.
I'm glad you touched on the environmental side, because you're right, it's all digital as well. So, yeah. And for us to be able to say that, you know, we've got an NMBM branded certificate with your branded on as well for delegates that come to our events, it's great, and you know, it helps us as well. So yeah, the setup for us was really easy when we came on board with you guys as well, to actually upload the logo and just give you what you needed to be able to get us set up, and you know, crediting the events as well has been very straightforward as well. So thank you for what you've done, because it makes it a lot easier for us as well, which is great. So
yeah, no problem at all. I'm glad you touched on that as well, how easy it is. You know, because it is quite a simple process, you know, but we do need to see the information about the events, make sure that, you know, we're happy to attach our accreditation to it, that there is valuable learning being distributed at the event. But, you know, all of your events have that element, you know, so we're more than happy to work with you in giving you accreditation for those events. And again, using the QR codes to help your delegates simply get their certification. It's all good.
Yeah, it's interesting because people don't see networking really as a, you know, a way of CPD or anything, do they? They normally see it as a way of meeting new people and things like that. But you're always learning when you go out to business networks and things like that. And, you know, that's great. Well, that's why we wanted to, you know, while we were happy to work with you guys to actually you offer that as well. So thank you, as I say.
No problem at all.
So Andy, for anyone that's listening to us on the podcast, obviously over your right-hand shoulder is a great big sign that says CPD TV. But anybody that's obviously watching this on the video can actually see it. But do you want to tell us a little bit about what it's all about?
Absolutely. I mean, the CPD Group, one of our biggest philosophies is about helping different organizations. They don't necessarily need to be our customers. You know, it's actually helping people out there to understand what CPD is. How do you get involved? What's the benefits of it? Why should you get involved with CPD accreditation? So we've put together a YouTube channel called CPD TV, where we put videos together. You know, we put information, kind of snippets together for people just to help them understand what's out there, what's available to them, why they need it, you know, what's the benefits of getting involved. Yeah, so we love to do all of that kind of thing. On our website as well, we've got a very, very useful blog. So we've got our in-house marketing team that put together lots of useful information. You know, so visit the blog, have a look. You'll be able to see everything that we're putting out there. You'll find it really, really useful, and it might answer a lot of the questions that you've been asking yourself for a while. So, you know, go and have a look. But if, you know, you don't find the information on the blog or on the TV channel, then, you know, give us a ring, get in touch with us, use our WhatsApp. You know, we're out there on WhatsApp for people to contact us. We're very open. We want to talk to people. We're very transparent, you know, and we're here to help essentially. So, you know, get in touch, live chat on the website, anything, you know, get in touch, ask us the questions, and you'll get the information straight away.
And looking at your blog on your website, there's some great articles on there. I mean, one of them was around, should you put CPD on your CV, which I think, wow, no one's ever really talking about this stuff. Absolutely. So actually to see that was yeah, quite credible. And also, there was one around becoming a CPD approved provider. So there's information out there for people that are looking to become a CPD provider as well.
Absolutely.
Which is, you know, it's what people want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's really useful information. You know, it's things that people might be thinking about, but have never really had anybody to approach to ask. You know, so that's one of our biggest things that we like to do, is to be out there. You know, we are available to people. You know, there is a human at the end of all of our communication channels. We don't use bots or anything like that because we find them awful when we're using other people's websites. So why would we put it on our own? You know, so have a look at the blog, look at that information. It is really useful, you know, and also get in touch with us. If there's information that you would like us to put together, tell us. We're happy to do it. You know, we're happy to put a video together just to give you that information. Because if you're thinking about it, there's guarantees that other people are thinking about it too. So just drop us a line. Let us know what you want us to produce, and we're happy to do so.
And talk about your social media. You're on quite a few social media channels as well. So obviously you're broadcasting the message out there and getting the message out there about what you're doing and how you're helping and adding value. But Is there a preferred platform you guys like to be followed on, or do you prefer to? You're not really worried, are you?
No, not worried at all. You know, we use all these various platforms just, as you say, to get the message out. You know, because we do understand that people have their favorite ways of communicating. So we like to have a presence everywhere, you know, just so that people can communicate with us, whatever makes them feel comfortable, you know, because again, we're here to help. Come and talk to us.
So currently we can find you on YouTube, as you've mentioned, with the TV, but you've also got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, all of them, you know.
TikTok?
Well, we do have TikTok, yeah, but the team keep making me do silly videos on it. So, you know, it's not my favorite, but, you know, we do have TikTok, yeah.
And now you know why we're not on TikTok for that reason, because I think, you know, TikTok is great. Let's be honest, it's a lot of comedy on there, but I think sometimes it's about appealing to where your market is. But, yeah, people do look for the human element of what's behind the brand as well. I think you guys are showing that very well at the moment.
Well, thank you. You know, that is something that we're trying to portray. You know, we are human, we are down to earth, and we're not stuffy in any way. We're not suited and booted all the time. You know, it's not what we're about. We're a very much, you know, a people company. And we want people to come and talk to us. That is the biggest message I want to get across. You know, just come and talk to us, because we've got the answers to the questions that you might have. So, you know, take advantage.
So what makes you guys different from other companies that are out there that are offering the CPD accreditation service?
Well, we're different on many levels, I'll be honest with you. You know, one of them is transparency. We're very, very open about what we do. You know, we are quite clear about our pricing. It's all on our website. You can easily find out everything that it's going to cost you before you even contact us. You know, again, get in touch. We'll be able to tell you that, no problem. There's nothing to hide. You know, and another thing is we accredit absolutely every single course that we see. We assess every single piece of material that comes through. You know, that is different to a general blanket accreditation approach that is used by other organizations in the industry. So we have our accredited framework, which is easily accessible on our website as well. And that is a bit of a guideline. It's our internationally recognized framework that people can have a look at, so they can understand what their courses are going to be assessed against as and when they submit them to us. You know, it's very clear. It shows them exactly every single element their assessor is going to be looking at when they are assessing their course materials. So we do advise everybody to go to the website, get familiar with that accredited framework, and then use that when you're creating your course materials to make sure that you've got everything in place. And that should hopefully help you sail through the accreditation process, no problem.
Fantastic. And I noticed on your website you've got an advisory panel.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you're looking for people to join the advisory panel?
We've just currently done a round of recruitment for that. So we have everybody in place that we're looking for at the moment. The advisory panel are extremely important to us. You know, they assess everything we do essentially and make sure that we're on the right track. We're asking the right questions. We are assessing the right things. So, you know, they regularly review our accredited framework and make sure that we are doing things the way we should be. You know, they're completely independent. So, you know, they give us valuable advice and we act upon that as and when we can. Okay, so, you know, we really do use their expertise in their various industries, their various specialisms to help advise us on what we're doing.
So if anybody is currently using a CPD provider, how would they transition to yourselves? What's the process look like?
Well, basically, you know, we do respect the fact that people have been working with other accreditation services out there and they've been through the process before, you know, so if they have gained accreditation in the past and they're looking to transfer over to our service, then just let us know that as part of your application. If you could submit to us your original accreditation certificate from your previous provider and, you know, the kind of information that you shared with them, we will still be looking for a couple of additional pieces to make sure that we've got all the information we need, but we should be able to fast track your application, no problem at all, because you've already been through this process with another provider. Okay, so we must respect that. You've been through this work. You've done a lot of work to get your courses accredited in the past. So come to us, talk to us, and we'll be able to help you fast track your accreditation from that point.
And how sort of long does it take to transition across normally?
Well, when someone comes on board, we ask them to go through our approved provider application in the first instance. So that is a very, very simple process, but it gives us a chance, to get to know your organization better. You know, we ask to see policies and procedures, but if you haven't got those in place at the time, you know, we've got lots of templates that you can download from the system, all for free, you know, to adopt and to, you know, start to work by within your company. So that process takes, you know, roughly about 24 to 48 hours to go through. And then once you come on board to have your courses accredited with us, we work on an average of 2 to 3 week turnaround. That very much depends, obviously, on how big your courses are, because we have to assess everything that's within it. Also, how many courses you send us, so there's a few variables, but we do say average 2 to 3 week turnaround for our accreditation services.
The sort of clients you like to work with, is there a particular industry or anything like that you enjoy working with, or is it just
everybody and everyone? It's not a problem to us at all. We accredit across all sectors. Okay, so whether you're a one-man band business or you're a university or a large corporation, we're happy to work with you. We've got mechanisms in place. We've got accreditation services in place that suits everybody's needs. So, again, come and talk to us. We're happy to help you and advise you on the best possible solution for you.
And geographically, you're not worried where they are in the world because you're global. So
absolutely, we're global, and everything we do is digital. So we do everything through our bespoke online portal. We have our own in-house development team. So, our systems are built specifically for us. So we don't have to kind of shoehorn in things here, there, and everywhere to fit, an off-the-shelf piece of software. So everything is designed to make everything streamlined and as efficient as possible and as user-friendly as possible, of course.
Andy, how can people get in contact with you guys if they want to know more about, how you can help them?
Yep. Phone us. If you go to our website, we've got a phone number there, which is, again, linked straight through to our team. There's always somebody on hand to help you. We're available from 8:30 to 5:30, Monday to Thursday. We do the 4-day working week currently, so we have Fridays off, which is very nice for us. But again, the website, we have a live chat feature, human behind that as well, no bots involved. We've got our Instagram, we've got Facebook. You can contact us in any way that makes you comfortable. So we put ourselves out there. So as I keep saying, take advantage of that. If you've got questions, come and see us. We're happy to help.
Fantastic. Well, really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming to join us and coming to talk to us about what you guys get up to.
It's great, Simon. It's great to be part of your network, and thanks very much for inviting us into this. We love doing things with our local teams. So yeah, thanks very much for having us.